Assalamu alaikum everybody, welcome to a new unit in ICT, and in this unit we're going to learn how to make advanced documents in Microsoft Word. We're going to start with all of the things that we have studied in year 6, and they were really fun and very easy, so let's get started. Now the first thing that we're going to learn is the shift key. Why do we use the shift key? Alright, so I have A over here. When I press on the letter A, I only get a small letter A written, but when I press the shift and press A, I get the capital letter A, right? And then again, there's another use for the key shift. When you look at the numbers, let me open the on-screen keyboard. Now over here I have the on-screen keyboard. Whatever I press on my actual keyboard, you guys are going to see right here. So when you look at the keyboard, you'll find symbols over here along with the number keys. You've got the exclamation mark, the add, the hash. Now when I press shift and then press the number 1, for example, I'm going to get number 2. I'm going to get the add symbol. When I press shift and press 3, I'm going to get the symbol hash or hashtag. When I press shift and the number 4, I'm going to get the $sign. So that's basically the use of the shift key on the keyboard. Now I want to change the size and the format in general, basic formatting. So I have this document right here, and I've got this title right here. When you look at the toolbar at the top, you'll find the font style right here. If you want to change the font style, simply just click here and choose the font style that you like. If you want to change the size, you've got this drop down menu right here, and choose the size of the font that you want. This is all of the basic text formatting is found over here. Now we've got bold, italic, and then we've got underline. When you press on the bold, the text is going to be formatted as bold. When you press the I, which is short for italic, now the text is going to take some sort of a swing over here, and it's going to be formatted as italic. And when we press this button, underline, it's going to put a line right under my text. All of these are called basic text formatting. If you want to change the size of this text just a little bit, you have those two buttons over here. This one, grow font, and this one, shrink font. So when we press on grow font, the text is going to get bigger and bigger the more we press. And if we want to make it even smaller, we just have to use the button right next to it, shrink text, right here. Now how can we change the color of the font? You've got this button right here. From this button you can choose any color that you want to use for your text. Now as you can see right here, escape character, you only have E as capital and C as capital, but the rest of the letters are in small letters, right? What if I want to change all of the letters in this title to capital letter? You've got this button right here. Click on it. It's got options. Two of these options are uppercase and lowercase. Uppercase is capital letter and lowercase is small letter. So if you want to change all of the letters in this title to capital, you can just press right here and see what's going to happen. Brilliant, right? It's changed all the letters in this title into an uppercase. Let's try and choose lowercase. Even the E and the C converted to a lowercase. Now let's review how to deal with images and how to crop an image. To insert an image, all you have to do is go to Insert, Picture. A window will open. From that window you can choose where your picture is located, from which folder, and then choose the image that you like. And all you have to do is press Insert. Now I have this image inserted into my document. To resize the image, you have the handles at the corners right here. Simply adjust the image according to the size that you want. Now I want this image to be right below the title. Okay, now we're going to learn how to crop the image. If you want the options to be shown in the toolbar for any item on the document, just double click on the document and the options will be shown here. Now you see this crop button right here, click on it. Now the handles at the corner will change to cropping instead of resizing. Use these handles to crop any part of the image that you don't like. For example, I'm going to take the white spaces that exist at the corners of the image. You don't need that. When you're done, all you can do is just press enter, and there you go. The image has become way smaller, and the white spaces were cropped. Alright, let's learn a little bit about aligning the text. Now this text is aligned to the left. In the previous years, we learned how to align text to the left, center, and right. So let's try them again. It's already aligned to the left, right? But what about the center? Now this line has been aligned to the center. Now let's try the left. Now this line is aligned to the left. Okay, let's start a new line over here. With the alignment to the right, I'm going to start typing. My name is so and so. You notice that whatever you write, it's going to start from the left, and that is how you align the text from the left. This option is actually useful when we are typing in Arabic. Align to the left, and we've got this one over here. Left to right text direction and right to left direction. When we start typing in Arabic, we need to use that. Let me start a new line. Like right now, my language, my keyboard language is English. Let's make it Arabic. All right. Now, when I press on right to left text direction and start typing in Arabic, it's going to type from left to right, which is this isn't what I want exactly. When I type Arabic, I need the text to be from left to the right. Yeah. So I'm going to align here, align text right, and I have to make sure that this is pressed right to left text direction. This option will not be shown if you don't have Arabic on your computer, so we have to install the Arabic first. Alright, let's delete everything that we have done and get the document back to its previous state. I'm using the undo button, and the undo button is found over here, or you can just simply press Ctrl and Z on your keyboard. Alright, let's review one of the things that we've had in year 6, which is inserting a table. Remember that every time you want to insert something, you have to go to the tab Insert and then look for the object that you want to insert, whether it's a picture, clip, art, or a table. In this option, I'm going to press Table. Now, in this awesome tool right here, you're going to choose the number of rows and columns that you need for your table. Imagine the table first, and then figure out how many rows do you want and how many columns. Okay, let's try inserting a table that is 5 by 5, or maybe 3 by 5. So I'm going to need 3 rows and 5 columns. It's very simple, right? If the minute you stop on any of the lines, you will get an option using the mouse to adjust the size of the column or the row if you want to make it bigger or smaller. Let's try and make this row bigger. See? Adjusting the size of cells or columns or rows is very easy using the mouse. Let's restore this. And that is how you insert a table. One last thing that we're going to learn about tables is that, for example, I wrote item number 1 here, and then item number 2 here, and then item number 3, 4, and 5. But then I realized that I want to insert a 6th row in this table. What I'm going to do is select the last column, right click, and then insert. All of these options will help you into inserting either a row, a column, whatever you want, even a cell. Okay, in this example, I want to insert a row below the 5th column, right? So insert a row below, and there you go. I got a 6th row right here. Perfect. The last thing that we want to go through is the settings of the document. Like right now, this is a document. This is an A4 paper or size page, and the document is in the mode of portrait. When you go to page layout over here, you'll find some of the very important things that you can set for your page. The first one is margins. Margins are basically the spaces that you can see over here at the edge around the text in your document. Now when you look at this document, the margin of this document is normal, but the minute I press narrow, that means I'm going to have less space around the text in the page. I also have the option of moderate and wide. Wide basically have you will get, when you choose wide, you get more space around the page or around the text over here. Those are one of the things that you need to choose before actually start creating a document. The next option is orientation. And we've got two options in orientation. This document is set to portrait, and if we change it to landscape, it depends on the content of your document, whether you want your document to be a portrait or a landscape. So a landscape, this is how the landscape document look like, and this is how a portrait document look like. Fascinating, right? One last thing that we're going to go through today is the use of bullet points. For example, I have a list and I want to type it very neatly. I'm going to go to home and click on either you get a normal bullets or you get a numbered bullets, numbering over here. Both are very useful. If you have a list and you don't want to use numbers, you can just use a regular bullet points where you just type random things. For example, item 1. The minute you press enter, you get a second bullet point. Item 2. Item 3. Now you have a list over here. This is a bullet point, right? A bullet point list. But you suddenly realize that you don't want to use this type because you want to have the item number 1 before item number 2. That's why you decided you want to have a numbered bullet point. So all you have to do is just press here, and the list is going to be converted to a numbering bullet points. Well, that is it for this lesson. We've gone through all sorts of basic text formatting. We've reviewed tables, bullet points, cropping images, and we've studied a little bit about page setups. I hope you guys learned and reviewed a lot of the things that we've studied throughout the previous years. Till I see you in the next lesson, take good care. Bye.